Alright, Shalom. This is Gamal Yala out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. Alright, now this is a quick, response, okay, to a video that surfaced. White Columbia University sophomore taunts students of color and racist tirade. Alright, so I'm just gonna play the video and we're gonna go straight into it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so as you see, he said Europeans built the modern world, which this guy is not European, he's an Edomite, okay? That's his biblical nationality, which I'm getting ready to prove in a second. All right, but talking about he built the modern world, okay? And what is the modern world? The modern world, I mean, look around. Look around. This modern world is nothing but wickedness and filth, man. All right, which, like I said, we're getting ready to prove all that in a second. But I'm just gonna let him finish. Let me let him keep going a little bit. All right, he said they invented science and industry, okay, which really science just means knowledge, okay, which they didn't invent not a goddamn thing. They actually, all the inventions that they got, all right, they stole, okay, all right, because really, they're not the originator of anything, man. All right, they take credit for everything. All right, so matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into the scriptures. All right, we'll start with this. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay. All right. So what did this guy just say? He said, "We built the modern world." Okay. Meaning, basically, they run the earth, right? It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So Esau, this guy is telling you, all right, this so-called white guy is telling you that the so-called white man, the earth is given into his hand. Okay. What did he say? What else did he say? Let me go back a little bit. He said, "We invented science. We invented industry." We invented the modern world, right? He said, I'm gonna read this again. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, i.e., the modern world is given into the hand of the wicked, right? you can almost replace the earth with modern world right there. All right, because really this guy is right. The so-called white man does rule the earth. Okay, all right. The so-called white man does he does he did invent the modern world. Okay, all right. He did bring industry, okay, to the world. All right, which is what? It's wickedness. Okay, all right. Science, or I'll say the so-called white man's science is wickedness, okay? Because through his science, all right, he brings about a lot of diseases, and this is just facts, okay? He brings about a lot of diseases, okay? He experiments with different things, okay? He brings nothing but confusion, okay? He throws off the natural order of the world, okay, the earth. All right, and this is the deeds of the so-called white man. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. All right, which the judges are the judges in the scriptures. All right, which the top judge being YAHAWASHI, whom the so-called white man also covered and propped him up as a white image, which is Caesar Borgia. All right. It says, if not where and who is he? All right. And this is a classic precept that we go into because it speaks so much. You know, it proves so. This scripture alone just proves so much. All right. All right. So let's keep going. Let's let this guy finish. We saved billions of people from starvation. All right, I'll say this. You know, the so-called white man thinks that he thinks that civilization will be doomed without him. Like when this guy says we built the modern world, he thinks that basically nothing would have been invented. Like, you know, humanity would have just been we would have just been living in huts and just been, you know, very what do you call that, pre-human, all right, like cavemen, you know. But no, really, so-called white man is the idiot. Okay, he's the caveman. He started out from the caves, all right, the Caucasus Mountains, all right, and he was the one that was civilized. It's lucky, you know. But he says that what did this guy say? He said let me go back a little bit. Oh yeah, he said they saved billions of people from starvation. You know, hey, and these people they said who, who did he save from starvation? Because when you look at the so-called white man's track record, all right, he actually did the opposite. Okay, right now, currently, he's actually putting genetically modified organisms. You know, all right. He's tainting the food. Okay, he's putting diseases out there. Okay, like I said, and this is all through his Through his science, right? Through his wickedness. Okay, all right. As a matter of fact, let's go to. If I can get this real quick. This is Isaiah 24:5. It says, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Alright, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Alright. So we just established that who the earth is given into, or whose authority or dominion the earth is given to, all right, which is the wicked, all right. And now it says the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, right? So it's completely defiled. Like I said, the food supply, the ocean is defiled, okay. The air is defiled, okay, through the chemtrails, all right. And like I said, these are facts. All you gotta do is look it up. It says the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, okay, because they have transgressed the laws, right? Because the so-called white man is lawless, okay. He doesn't keep the laws of the Bible, all right. He does whatever the hell he wants, and that's why the earth is in the condition that it's in, is because this so-called white man is destructive, okay. He's a virus, okay. Everything in his path he destroys, all right. He deforests, he cuts down all these trees in the forest, okay. He pollutes, like I say, he pollutes the ocean. He's destructive. He's when he came to the Americas, he killed millions of Native Americans. He broke all the treaties all the pacts that he made with the Native Americans, and he's still doing it today. He's breaking all types of treaties and laws, international laws, all right, that he has with these other nations, okay, all right. Let me see. Changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, and that's the so-called white man. Like I said, his nature is destructive, okay. And all you gotta do is just look it up. Like I said, it ain't hard to see. It's not hard to see that the so-called white man is destructive, and that he destroys the earth, right? This guy said they saved billions from starvation. All right, how? Like the people said, how? Give us an example, okay? Because if you plant a seed in the ground, okay, you can make your own food, okay? And like I said, he's done the opposite, because here it is, the earth. You can basically plant your own food in the earth, right? But in this system, in this society, we can't even do that, right? So he's actually eliminated. He's done the opposite of eliminate starvation. He's actually produced starvation. All right. Look at the homeless on the street. Okay. Look at all these people that are homeless and that can't get anything to eat. Right. Oh, but guess what? If those homeless people were able to grow their own food, all right. If those people that didn't have money, all right, he's created this monetary financial debt system based off of Federal Reserve notes, where you have to work for your food, right? Rather than plant food in the ground the natural way, the way that the Most High intended, all right? Rather than, and like I said, that eliminates starvation. Okay, that alone eliminates starvation, when you can grow your own food, when you can barter and trade, okay, resources. That was the way that the Lord intended for it to be, was to trade resources, okay, barter, okay, trade metals, metals such as gold, silver, right, real things of real value, okay. So let's keep going, because like I said, we've already proved that the so-called white man is destroyed the earth. All right, and this guy is talking about they created the modern world, and they kept billions from starving. Let's keep going. And he said white people are the best thing that happened to the world, right? Now let's go here now, because this guy is totally delusional, all right? And hey, this is just, I'm not mad at him. You don't get mad at guys like this, because he's unaware. He doesn't know. He truly believes in his heart that white people, that the so-called white man is good, okay? And rightfully so, okay? I'm saying rightfully so from his perspective, okay? Because hey, that's how he should feel, okay? He's actually in the right spirit. This devil is in the right spirit, okay? He should be proud, okay? He should have that how do I say that that he should back his people, okay? This is Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart had deceived thee, okay? Which that's what this guy, he's just deceived, okay? He doesn't know any better. If you tell him about, if you were to sit down with this guy and tell this guy all the things that if you were to go down the rap sheet of what of all the things that the so-called white man has done to destroy the earth, right? He's not gonna want to hear it, because he's proud, okay? He's deceived. He's being deceived, okay? He believes that the so-called white man is good. He said the so-called white man is the best thing ever, or whatever he said. All right, but it says the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, which that's where the so-called white man comes from. Like we established, he comes from the Caucasus Mountains. All right, because they were dwelling in modern day, what you would call modern day Turkey. All right, like northern Russia. Now it says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's basically what this guy is saying. We created the modern world. We're on top. You know, we did this, we did that. White people are, you know, he's proud, okay? He's in his glory, okay? The so-called white man is in his glory, and like I said, this guy is right to feel that way, okay? He's in his right spirit. He's in his natural right devil Edomite spirit. That's why we don't get mad, because we understand, okay? We understand that this guy is he's a devil, okay? He's being deceived by the pride of his heart, all right? Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. All right, which these devils, they have, like this guy said, the modern world. All right, in the modern world, okay, they have these high-rise buildings, okay. Slack it. They got these high-rise buildings. They got these satellites. All right, and that's him setting his nest amongst the stars, okay, exalting himself as the eagle. All right, so let's keep going. Yeah, so hey, that's pride, man. That's nothing. That is straight up and down pride right there. Okay, that is pride. You know, fuck yeah, white people. We did everything. Y'all did yeah, you're right. Y'all did everything to destroy the earth. He's exactly right. They did everything to destroy the earth. All right, he's the one responsible. He's admitting that, hey, this is how you know, and that, like I said, this proves this alone, this racist rant alone proves that Esau is the so-called white man, because Edom, when you read verse 1, it says, "Thus saith the Lord concerning Edom." So this is talking about Edom. Now, when you put two and two together, all you have to do is apply these scriptures to who it's talking about today. All right, and like I said, we just broke down. We said it says the pride of thine heart. All right, you know, and who is the proudest people on the planet Earth? The so-called white man. Okay, he feels like he feels like he's the shit. No one can bring him down. As a matter of fact, let's get that. That's Psalms 49. If I can, let me see. Psalms 49:11. All right, Psalms 49:11. It says, "Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever." Okay, this guy, you can't. He believes that the so-called white man is gonna rule forever. Okay, their houses shall continue forever, meaning his kingdom is gonna last forever. And that's that deception. I don't hate other people, right? Which we know this devil. He you know, if you were to talk to him, you know, when he's not around so-called black people, he probably calls them niggas, and he's probably the most prejudiced guy ever. All right, but like I said, really, you know, you should be in favor of your own race. That's what racism is. Okay, being racist means basically you're in favor. Okay, you're in favor of something, right? If I'm in favor of my family, right, that would make me a what? A familyist. All right, you know, he's racist. Okay, he's in favor of his own people, and he's entitled to feel that way. Okay, he's right to feel that way. But like I said, he's being deceived because the so-called white man is the devil, and this alone shows you that this guy is a devil. And he's just a low-level white. He's a low-level so-called white person. He's not you know, this is a college student. He's a slave. He doesn't know anything. This guy is learning. This guy is in a college system to go work for a company. He's not actually he's not actually learning to set up. He's not a part of the wealthy elite class families where they don't even have to go to college. Okay, they're already set up through their bloodline to inherit big companies and to learn wealth. Okay, this guy is just a low level, but even low level Edomites, they have a level of pride. Okay, so we're going to keep going. It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Alright, so that lines up with Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So the earth, okay, the lands, alright, are given. It says the lands, they call their lands after their own names. Okay, alright, look at all these street names named after so-called white man. Let's look at all these city names named after so-called white man. America, named after so-called white man. Africa, named after so-called white man. Okay, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. All right, you know, and when you keep reading, and when you read in Obadiah, it says, "Who shall bring?" He saith in his heart, "Who shall bring me down?" All right, because they feel like they're gonna keep going. They, you know, the modern world is theirs. They're gonna keep on creating new technology and creating new ideas and so-called inventions to eliminate starvation. And I say that sarcastically, but to eliminate starvation and eliminate and to basically make people more free, quote unquote, right? And that's what he feels like he's doing, or that's what this guy feels like the so-called white man is doing. But in reality, the so-called white man is destroying the planet Earth. All right, and there's countless examples, countless examples of the so-called white man destroying the earth. All right, all you have to do is look at the news, because he's the one that's responsible for all the wickedness. Okay, the nature of the world, okay, the way that the world is right now is not the way that the Lord intended for it to be. Okay, or I'll say this. Okay, he intended for it to be this way for this particular time, so that we can experience wickedness, so that we can know what wickedness is. And he uses the so-called white man as the spokesperson, okay, the ambassador for wickedness. Okay, hey, the scriptures say he's an ambassador of the heathen, and that's what he is. Okay, he's an ambassador of the heathen. He's the ambassador of wickedness. Okay, he represents wickedness, and that's why, like I said, the condition of the world is in the way it's in. And this guy is just a product. He's a byproduct of the so-called white man and his system and his dominance. Okay, now let's go to I think it's let me find it real quick. Yeah, Amos 1:3. Okay. Matter of fact, this 1:11. Here it is. All right, this is Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. All right, which you know, the so-called white man, his agenda from the beginning of time has been to destroy his brother, which is Jacob. Okay, all right. Esau has always had a perpetual hatred. When you read Ezekiel 35:5, it says he had a perpetual hatred. Okay, which means ancient and forever, like ongoing. Okay, so it says, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. All right, because hey, it says 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, you know, basically meaning this total rap sheet of iniquity and transgressions. All right, it's gonna catch up to him, and the Lord is not gonna turn away the punishment thereof. Okay, the scriptures also say, what's that? Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? It is fully set in his heart to do evil. Okay, and that's the nature of the so-called white man. All right, and he's gonna be judged. Okay, he's gonna go into slavery. All right, pursuant to Revelation 13 and 10, right? He's gonna go into Slack it. Yeah, it is 13 and 10. But he's gonna go into slavery, okay? Alright, and he's gonna have to pay for everything that he did. Alright, and like I said, this guy, he's totally clueless. He doesn't have a clue what's going on. But this goes to show you the result of programming and conditioning that the so-called white man has put. Okay, the pride that the Lord has put in the so-called white man. Alright, and he's a Trump supporter. You could tell. A lot of these people that are Trump supporters, they are emerging, and they're coming out and they're showing their pride. Okay, all right. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone. Shalom.